My name is Angela Richter and I work for Hop City Craft Beer and Wine. We have been in Birmingham for it'll be 6 years in September. We are Alabama's largest beer and wine retailer. We have 66 drafts. About a third of those are dedicated to local beers from Alabama, with a heavy focus on regional beers. We're always on the hunt for something new, something cool that you've never seen before. And our entire staff, we're very passionate about craft beer and wine. We try things all the time, and we're always really excited to show our customers what we're excited about.
What separates you from every other grocery store in town that sells beer and wine?
So Hop City actually got its start almost a decade ago in Atlanta. Our owner, Craig Torres, he's very passionate about craft beer, and he wanted to make it accessible to everyone. So he opened his own craft beer shop with a focus on his entire staff just being really knowledgeable about what they're selling. Because you go into a grocery store and you go into the craft beer section and they might have a good selection, they might not. You don't know because there's nobody there to tell you about it. So you walk into our store and you don't have to know anything about the product because we do. When we opened our location here, people came in and started asking for pints at the Growler bar. We hadn't really considered being a bar. We were just a retailer when we opened, and so we got some pint glasses and we started pouring pints for people and figured out pretty quickly that they wanted to hang out at Hop City. They didn't just want to buy their beer at Hop City. So here we are.
So this was just a discovery.
This is something our customers asked us for.
You fell into the hole of your customers' demand.
Exactly.
Okay. So
So another thing that we do that you can't necessarily do at a grocery store, we will sell singles of everything in the store. We already have a whole section of single beers, but if there's a 6-pack or a 4-pack of something in the store that you just want to try one of, you don't want to commit because you're not sure whether you'll like it or not, we'll break it for you so you can just buy one bottle or just one can. And that doesn't just apply to beer, it applies to ciders, and we also have packaged wine, canned wine too. So if you just want one can and not a 4-pack, you can just get one can of that also. When I hit 3,000 different beers that I tried, I stopped counting because I don't think I need to know after that.
you got me beat.
Yeah, so I mean, we really know our stuff. Occasionally our staff actually does go out to a brewery and we'll brew a beer with a brewery and help make something awesome that you may never see again. We'll go out usually to a local brewery. I've actually gone to Fairhope. We're working on coordinating with Southern Prohibition, and there's some other things in the works too that I'm not going to talk about yet because it hasn't been finalized.
Top secret.
Right.
Need to
But occasionally one of our staff will go help make a beer at a brewery. Frequently we are at least helping with the idea of what the beer is going to be, if not coming up with it completely on our own. And then they'll release a small batch, we'll get kegs of it, we'll put it on tap, and so far, I mean, I don't want to say we're lucky because there is a skill set to it, but so far everything we've helped make has turned out really good. And actually a few of our employees actually work for breweries now, so we're excited about that.
How does that happen?
You
You're
know,
so good at
if
creating
you
new concepts.
exactly, yeah, actually, for example,
Understand the people and their taste and
exactly, yeah, I mean, being at Hop City, you really get a feel for what people in the local market are looking for, what they like, because our customers talk to us about what they enjoy and what they don't. So, I mean, for example, our last package manager, Clay, he went over to Ghost Train one day and had them brew up a small batch of a homebrew recipe he had been working on for a hazy IPA. You may or may not be familiar with it. It's called Juice Caboose.
Heard of it, yeah.
And
You've heard of it?
yeah, and everyone
What's
loved
the
it.
company that's brewing that though?
Ghost Train.
Ghost Train, exactly.
Yeah. And everyone loved it, so they decided to go ahead and make another batch, and that quickly got snapped up around the market, and so they made a third batch, and it's kind of just gone on from there. And Clay actually works for Ghost Train right now, and he's been helping put up some really good recipes for them, and I mean they're killing it. They are just killing it.
It seems to me that what Hop City does better than anybody else is educating the city of Birmingham about what beers are out there, what they might be interested in trying.
Yeah.
Just because there's things that we haven't seen ever.
We
until
feel very strongly that customer education is important, because if you know what you're drinking and you know what to expect out of a style, you're going to be able to appreciate it better and understand why a certain beer tastes the way it does. And I mentioned previously we have 66 drafts, but we also have over 1,200 beers in stock at any given time and package, and that selection is always changing because there's always something new coming out. We do tastings all the time. We are very active on social media. You can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And we have a calendar of events that has our tastings on it. We have multiple tastings every single week. Usually it'll be on weeknights, especially on Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. Sometimes we'll have a Saturday afternoon tasting. Occasionally we have a food truck out here. We have nearby restaurants here in Pepper Place that deliver to us, so you can get food here even though we don't serve food ourselves. And I mean, we're always up to something. Always got something going on.